you're not going to make any money until you start focusing on the skills that's going to actually make you the money. And what do I mean? A lot of people are so focused on, oh, when am I going to get my money back? How fast can I make my money? How fast can I make it back? Okay, I invested this, I want it back right away, without understanding that there's an inherent amount of skills that need to be developed after you make an investment in anything, right? So whether it be real estate, whether it be stocks, I mean, whatever it is that you're investing in, you have to understand that there is a skill gap that you have to close as fast as possible. And a lot of people are just looking to make their money back as opposed to closing that skill gap. When I started my land investing business, all I cared about were the skills. I didn't take profits out of the company. I didn't even care about that. As long as I was cool enough to just pay my rent at the time and pay my bills at the time, I didn't even care. And I lived well below my means so that I made sure I could put everything back into the business. And it was all about investing back in skills. So a lot of the money that any profits that I actually took were going back to investing in the business and investing in myself as a person, because the better you become, the more you improve on your skills, the more money you'll make. And so I just see it as that. The only reason why I'm not at 10, 15, $20 million a month in profit yet is because there's something I don't know. It's not because somebody else is an anomaly. It's not because somebody else is special or is talented, and all those things may very well be true. But the only reason why you're not at 100K a month yet, only reason why you're not at 50K a month yet, is because of what you don't know. There's something you don't know, and you think that like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and like just keep grinding it out and just, keep working hard. Like, no, there are things that you don't know. And so I'm in a constant pursuit of knowledge, even after already having made multiple seven figures in my land investment business. I'm still after constant knowledge, because this game doesn't end. And like, once you get to a certain point, you realize that like, man, this game is it's a great game to play, because it really never ends. Like, you could continue to do this and continue to win. And that's why I love the game of business. I'll be playing this game when I'm 90 years old. And so it's all about skills and learning. And so you got to sacrifice, not even sacrifice, but like, stop being so worried about the immediate gratification of like, oh, I need money now. Because it's also like the feeling of like, oh, well, I could pay for this, I could buy this, I could go do this, I can go do that. Like, you got to stop being so obsessed with that, because you being obsessed with that is actually stopping you from having the skill of saying, okay, let me focus on getting really good at sales. Let me focus on getting really good at talking to people on the phone. And the other thing too is like, you got to create this version of yourself that is going to just work hard on the skills, because I had to do that. I had to create a whole nother character to get really good at the skill of talking to people on the phone, of marketing myself, of negotiating with people, of being confident enough to make a lowball offer. All these things are skills in which you have to almost create another personality for, because it's not natural. It's not natural to tell somebody, hey, I want to give you 30% of your property, 30% of your property's value. It's not normal. That's not a normal thing. And you are so worried about what everybody else thinks about you. You're so worried about what everyone else is going to say, even if you think you're not. Because the only reason why you would not make that offer, the only reason why you wouldn't make that counter, the only reason why you're not going to go after your dreams is really because what somebody else thinks. And you got to stop caring about what other people think, because these people don't care about you. So why do you care about what they think? I don't care what anybody thinks. That's why I do what I do. Even before I was on social media, people were saying, oh, why don't you just go get a job? Not knowing that I'm making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in my early 20s. Not knowing that I hit my first seven figures before I was even 25 in profit. Before I was 25, I had seven figures in cash. And so this is like, that's because I didn't care about what anybody thought. I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. Before social media, it didn't matter, because you can say whatever you want to say, but then you look at another person's situation and they're not improving their skills. And most people, you have to realize this, most people are not living anywhere close to even 10% of what they're capable of, because they're so focused on other people. You want to be focused on the new basketball game or the new football game, or you want to be focused on all this stuff other than bettering your skills. And we need to have this serious conversation of like, if you go to college, as an example, a lot of people pay for college, graduate school, they get their doctorate degrees, they get their master's degrees. Now, when you go through all this school, how much money do you get in return while you're going through school? Do you make any money? No. If anything, you have to take out loans, you got to pay interest, you have to get all these jobs, you have to do all this stuff just to get a piece of paper. But then, we have clients at LandVerse and they're like, oh, can I get my money back in 2 weeks? You think this is a get rich quick scheme? So you don't expect to go to college and get your money back and get a salary in 2 weeks, but you expect to learn a business model that took years and years of cultivation and skill for me to put something together to show you how to fast track yourself to wealth. You expect to get it back in 2 weeks? It doesn't make any sense. So when you do something like you invest in LandVerse as an example, I have return clients. I mean, not return, but I've had clients that come in that dedicate to the skills, that learn our strategies and then apply them very quickly, and they make $50,000 within 30 days. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars within 90 days. So of course it happens very fast, but you have to realize it only happens fast because of the skills that I took and the skills that I've mastered at the highest level and put that into multiple people's brains. So that way you can jump and fast track to success. So you're already getting the skills and strategies that I have in my head. You're already getting the years and years of cultivation and skills that I've mastered. You're already getting that, which is why you see clients getting results so fast. Now, by proxy, I've also had people that didn't understand these kind of skills and didn't understand these kind of strategies that's been doing the business for 10 years, that haven't made 7 figures, 10 years. So you have to understand that the only reason why I was able to do this is because I focus on skill acquisition. Because one thing that nobody can take from me is my intellectual property. You cannot take what I know. If I lost everything today, I will get it all back within 6 months. Everything ×2 because of what I know. So this is what you have to understand. Once you know something, once you have the skill, not just know it, but like you actually have applied skill at something, you can't take that away. And so that's what I'll be more focused on than like, oh, I want to make all this money, because money can come and go. You can make $100 million today. I guarantee you will lose it because you don't have the skill of what it takes to keep the money, to invest it, to hold it to the point where it's growing for you. The way you think about money is on a consumption base. I don't think about money on a consumption base. I think about money on a equity base, on an ownership base. That's how I think about my money. So I no longer look at money to be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this car, I'm gonna go buy this watch. I'm sitting on a ridiculous amount of cash right now personally, and I'm like, I don't care to go buy a car. I don't care to go buy a watch. I want to go have more ownership. I just want to continue to buy equity in companies. I want to continue to buy real estate. I want to continue to buy things that are going to help me to improve my skills. And you have to get to that point, because I promise you, like, the thing is, it's like the other thing, the more wealthy I get, the poorer I feel. The richer I get, the poorer I feel. And what I mean by that is, you realize as you start to buy more material things, you start to really enjoy life, you start to make more money, you begin to realize that it's not about that. It's not about making a lot of money so you can buy nice cars. That's a part of it, sure, but for me, it's about ownership. I see all these guys, all these rappers, all these athletes, all these guys that make a lot of money, and all they do is consume, and they have no ownership of anything. You have no ownership in any companies. You have no ownership in any real estate. Nothing. You don't own anything. And for me, the game is all about ownership. How many equity pieces can I carve out? How many equity pieces can I exit for in 3 to 5 years? How can I do that? How many parcels of land can I own that are 30% of their market value and just hold them? Because I'm in a position to do that. So these are the things that, like, I think about now. It's just like, if you don't focus on the skills, though, you'll never get to that point. You never get to that point. You'll always be in this cycle of like, I gotta survive. And you don't realize either that, like, okay, whatever lifestyle that you think you want to live, it's gonna be normal at some point. The exact life that I live right now, I used to pedestalize this life. I used to think about this all the time, like not having to get up at any particular time, being able to I can go to the movies with it's Monday. I can go to the movies with my family this morning, today, right now. It wouldn't change a thing. My business are still gonna bring cash. That's actually crazy. I got trips booked out for the rest of the year. It's crazy, man. Like, I don't think that, like, it, but at the end of the day, it's normal for me now. So this life that you're pedestalizing, you're like, oh, I want to live this life, I want to take care of my family. Sure, it feels good, but nothing feels better than mastering the skill. Because once you master the skill, then you have the intellectual property to be able to do it again and again and again. You can do it again and again and again. So what you should be doing is thinking about, what do I need to learn? Who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to connect with? Who do I need to learn from so that I can get my skills to the point where I can do whatever it is that I want to do with my life. That's what you have to think about. It's all about skill acquisition. It's not about anything else. It's about skill acquisition and application of those skills. That's it. It's nothing else. And of course, there's a lot of things that happen, you know, in my day-to-day business, my day-to-day life, that I'll start to share more. But I've realized as I grow older and as I get around certain kinds of people, discretion is everything. So you got to be discreet. I have to be discreet with certain things. So I try to show you guys these nuggets as I pick them up, because, you know, everybody doesn't want to be on camera. Everybody doesn't want to be on social media. And lately I've been able to, man, just connect with some really, really, really cool people in really cool places. And that's all because of my skills. That's all because of the value that I have to offer to the marketplace. Because you also understand this, like, the more skills you acquire, the more value you have to offer to the marketplace. And so that's like, if you don't learn anything from watching me, learn that. I gotta get my skills better. If I'm not making the money I want to make, it's probably because my skills are not that good. It's probably because I suck. Honestly, if I didn't close that deal, it's probably because I didn't do it right. And a lot of people too is like, I listen to a lot of call recordings with clients, with my own employees, and actually with my own employees and my clients, I see a stark difference. And the stark difference is confidence. And some clients are starting to, I listen to a lot of call recordings with clients, and one thing that I'll tell you is that the clients that do multiple six-figure profit deals and the clients that don't, or the clients that are trying to still figure it out, is a big difference. It's confidence. It's confidence in skill, but you only have confidence if you practice. You can't get on the phone 2 or 3 times and then be like, oh, okay, like I got on the phone a couple times, I haven't gotten a deal yet. You got to be willing to get on that phone 300 or 400 times before you get something done. And that's just the reality of the situation. If you're not willing to do that, then of course, you're not going to get deals done. But you expect to get on the phone one time, hit a Hail Mary, and then get a deal done. The amount of times I had to get on the phone, hours and hours of conversations that I had before I closed a deal, I mean, it was ridiculous. You're talking about over 100 hours. You're talking about hundreds of hours that I've spent talking to people, learning people, understanding psychology. This is what you're talking about. So ultimately, it's all about learning a skill that is going to yield you high income, mastering that skill, applying that skill, and then you build systems around those skills in a way that allows you to execute without you, essentially. It allows you to execute without you. So learn the skill, build on it, and then delegate it off. And that's the key to a cash printing business. Now, after you get that cash printing business, you need to start taking that cash and investing into things that are going to yield you anywhere from 15 to 20% annually on your money or more. I mean, right now, I've been able to invest in certain things that will yield way more than that. But that's the key. That's the key. That's it.